welcome to Tech Tree, and today we're at Busaba. Now, what is it about Mac products? They make you want to love them, diss them, they even are objects of desire, and you just simply cannot ignore them. So today we have not one but three Mac products, a whole range of EA games and more. But first, here's what's coming up on the show. On the show, we're having a Mac attack. Not one, two, but three Apple products. Learn to set up your own Wi-Fi network and have your tech queries answered on Ask Tech Tree. Now, according to most Mac users, once you bite into the apple, there's just no going back. So to help us understand more about the Mac experience and also bust some myths along the way is blogger and Apple enthusiast Preshit. Welcome to the show.
Hey Malaika.
Hey, so now they say that you're such a huge fan that you even have an entire website devoted entirely to Apple.
Yes, I have a website called Smoking Apples, smokingapples.com. It was basically started by five friends of mine. We are all Mac enthusiasts, and we thought, since we're using the product every day, why not write about it and put forth all the views, news, reviews of the applications and the products to the world. So that's where we started the site a year back.
And how long have you been using Mac products? And how many Mac products do you use?
I've got 4 products. I've got a MacBook Pro, I've got a 24-inch monitor by Apple, I've got an iPod Touch, and I've got an iPhone, and I've been using a Mac for the past 2 years.
2 years?
Yes.
That's all it took, 2 years?
Yes.
Converted from a Windows user to
Totally.
a Mac user. What is so special about Mac?
Basically 2 things. One we all know is the design. That is, they make just stunningly beautiful products, and the user interface of the OS itself.
Okay, with me is the absolutely stunning looking MacBook Air. I still remember Steve Jobs pulling this out of the envelope. It was a defining moment. It was, yes. Okay, now a lot of people say this is all style and no substance. True or false?
Absolutely not. That is not entirely true. The MacBook Air itself has a pretty decent 2 GHz processor. It has Wi-Fi, it has Bluetooth. The only thing that's missing in it is the optical drive and a lot of ports that you find on the other laptops. It's actually more powerful than the other netbooks that are available in the market today. And the main USP of the product is its ultra portability. So it's meant to be a secondary computer to your Mac. So you could just pick it up and go anywhere you want to.
It's sharp, slick, slim. Still, it's not as light and inconspicuous as its name suggests. It's lighter and slimmer than its contemporaries, alright, but don't go by its looks. They're certainly deceptive. It has a lot of stuff tightly packed inside. Apple has upgraded the hardware of the Air, and it now has an Intel Core 2 Duo running at 1.6 GHz, 2 GB DDR2 SD RAM, and 80 GB of hard disk space. That's a lot considering its full aluminum body measures only 0.76 inches at the hinges and tapers to 0.16 inches towards the front. Its size, weight and configurations give the Air immense flaunt value. What works for the MacBook Air is its great design, lightweight, good battery life, multi-touch touchpad, full-size keyboard and its remote disk. What lets it down is that it doesn't come with a built-in optical drive. Also, it has limited connectivity options and is slightly underpowered. Certain necessities have been traded off in favor of sleek design, and yes, it's way too pricey. We're going with 3 stars for Apple's MacBook Air. This baby is priced at a whopping 96,100 rupees. So unless you have the money to burn and really want to be seen around with the slimmest one, we think you can skip buying this one.
Okay, with me is the MacBook. Now, a lot of people say that why buy into such an expensive product when you can get a fantastically powerful configured machine for less?
Right, a lot of arguments that I make against the MacBook is that it is expensive and you can get a better hardware at the same price. But at that time, you don't count the price of the OS, you don't count the whole user experience that you get with the Mac OS X. So the Mac OS X in itself is like 1,000 reasons to buy a Mac. And the MacBook is itself, again, not an underpowered machine. So it comes with a 2 GHz processor, 2 GB of RAM. And when you're using it with the Mac OS X, you don't really need so much of RAM for your usual applications. So the white MacBook is like a pretty good entry-level Mac. And if you're always on the move, this is the machine you should go for.
As techies, we were always aware of the superiority MacBooks have over notebooks, especially when they are put to creative use. Apart from its dependable operating system and user-friendly interface, the fact that it comes bundled with iLife, a bunch of fun utility softwares like Photo Booth and GarageBand makes it a really good investment. We caught up with Mehul Gohil, a freelance photographer, and found out how his MacBook makes his life easy and gives his work that edge.
One reason I like working on it is Mac OS X. It's the most funnest OS out there, and especially working with photos, with apps like iPhoto and Aperture, it is just brilliant. One more amazing thing about the MacBook is the awesome battery life which Apple gives. Usually on the move I get around 4 hours of battery, which is pretty helpful when you don't have any power outlets out there.
That's user's perspective, but let's just see what this sleek and glossy piece is all about. The MacBook is powered by an Intel Core 2 Duo processor that runs at 2.13 GHz, 2 GB DDR2 RAM and offers 160 GB of hard drive space. It also boasts of NVIDIA's GeForce 9400M graphics processor. Net, we like the MacBook for its attractive design, comfortable keyboard, its hardware which is powerful enough for general multimedia usage, good battery life and environment-friendly body. However, what doesn't click with us is its dull display and sharp edges. It doesn't have any memory card reader and has been provided with only 2 USB ports. The MacBook comes with the price tag of 56,580 rupees. If you need a laptop that does much more than word processing and net surfing, do consider the MacBook.
Now, as we know, Apple is known for beautiful products, so we have another beautiful product, the Mac Mini, which is kind of strange because this is the new Mini, but it hasn't been revamped in terms of design.
Yes, Apple has not changed the design for the past 3 years, so they have just upgraded the hardware in the Mac Mini, but the design has continued for the past 3 years. So people are holding out buying a Mac Mini, hoping that Apple will come out with a new design in the coming weeks.
Now, people also say about the Mac Mini that, you buy, this is an entry-level Mac experience, but you don't get the entire Mac experience.
That's absolutely not true. The Mac Mini is supposed to be an entry-level Mac, but it offers the same user experience that you get on all the Mac products. Again, this has a 2 GHz processor, it has a 1 or 2 GB of memory, and a lot of people buy the Mac Mini as their standalone home theater system. So you just connect a TV to that and it becomes a home theater system.
So the Mac Mini isn't just a poor man's iMac. We checked this with Rohan Merchant as well. He's a graphic designer and loves the Mac Mini.
The Mac Mini has a stable operating system, Mac OS X Leopard, and that's the main reason for me choosing it. And it's a fast machine at an affordable price. As far as work is concerned, the Mac Mini runs Photoshop and the entire CS4. I like the Mac Mini because in 4 years of using it, I've never had to perform any kind of maintenance on it, and we've been running it daily.
But here's what makes the Mac Mini the smart little machine it is. The Intel Core 2 Duo processors run at 2 GHz, which makes it fairly powerful. Its higher-end model gives you 2 GB of DDR3 RAM and 320 GB of hard drive space with NVIDIA's GeForce 9400M graphics card. All in all, we like the Mini for its good looks and size. It's also got enough power for general home and multimedia use. 802.11m Wi-Fi, Mac OS X, Leopard with iLife 09. On the other hand, what doesn't work for us is this. There's no front USB ports on the Mac Mini nor a media card reader. The wireless remote is no longer a part of the standard bundle and the Mini isn't cut out for gaming. The Mac Mini 120 GB model is priced at 36,600 rupees and the 320 GB model at 48,200 rupees, which we think is kinda pricey. For what it's worth, we give Mac Mini 3 stars. If you're on the lookout for a good desktop replacement with Mac OS, we say go ahead and buy this one.
Tell me, what can we look forward to from the house of Mac next?
A good question. There are rumors that ever since Steve Jobs has got back to Apple after his liver transplant, he's been secretly working on a tablet device that Apple's purported to come out in the next probably 2010.
Which is going to be what? A PC, netbook, notebook?
Actually, no one knows, but according to the rumors, it's supposed to be a 7 to 10 inch screen device. It's supposed to have touch interface, same like the iPhone. So it's the same user experience that the people have experienced on the iPhone. It's supposed to run the same iPhone apps, but they're trying to fill the gap between the iPhone and the MacBook. So
that
it's
is a
probably
huge range to keep everybody guessing until the last minute. And I'm
Yeah,
sure there'll be tons of people queuing up outside the Apple
exactly.
store.
With Apple, it's always a surprise.
Yes, said like a true Mac fan. Anyways, it was great having you on the show.
Thanks a lot, Malaika.
As for you, you go and take a break, and we'll see you on the other side with EA.